right, so La France, allez La France, vive La France. They made it through. They beat England.
Bonbon.
They beat England by 2-1. Guys, this was a very interesting game. Strangely enough, this was the game I had a feeling it will not travel to extra time. Because I knew even if it got there, England would break my heart and lose 3-0 on penalties.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I think this was, for me, this was one of the best games I've seen England play at the World Cup. They were, and I think the Gareth Southgate criticism is a bit unfair. It's unfair.
Why?
England.
If you compare this to the Croatia episode 4 years ago.
Yes, the Croatia episode 4 years ago was on him. The Euro final to some extent.
Why not
was on
Hurricane?
him.
If Hurricane has squared the ball,
But this was on the players because he took advantage of, in terms of the moments, their tactical approach was perfect for that. They didn't take their opportunities. There were times where I thought they should have taken shots. They were not taking the shots. When they equalized, England were on top of the game. They were pushing. They were pushing. Look, they should have kicked on. Yes, maybe the substitutions were a bit off. The decision to bring Sterling on, I do understand. But for him, maybe he's tried and tested. He's his go-to guy. But I would have brought Grealish much earlier. Why? Because what led Saka's skill, the ability to hold the ball, draw fouls, is what led to England equalizing. If you gave Grealish that license to go at Koundé consistently, probably the same thing would have happened. The French defense is not as solid as, and we all saw it in this game. But some way, somehow, Harry Kane missed a penalty. England didn't take advantage, and France are France. Look, the defending for the Giroud goal, John Stones, and Maguire. No, I think Maguire has shut all his critics up in this World Cup. And this is all goes back to his systems. Football is about a system. If you're a manager and you look at your player and you set him up
to fail,
and he fails, it is not your player.
Okay, but what about a manager who says, I want to play a certain way? So you can't play,
so you're on the bench. That's fine. But don't put him in for him to not do well and say he's a bad player. It's not a bad player. Okay. It is how you use the player. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I could talk about 1 hour about why Maguire is not his fault, but continue.
Look, he was brilliant. John Stones let his team down. And it was twice, because just before that goal, John
5
Stones
seconds
had been
earlier,
sleeping.
Pickford
And Giroud got...
That was the harder chance. Yeah. We didn't see it, but that was the harder chance.
And then he swam to the other side, and John Stones is caught sleeping again. And Maguire, the reason why Maguire was with Giroud, because he saw the situation and he quickly tried to cover, but he didn't work out. Unfortunately for him, Olivier is just too quick and just too smart. Right. And he pulled the ball in the back of the head. But look, this game was about moments. France took theirs, England didn't take theirs.
Yeah. Susu?
For me, and that's exactly the point, both teams, in terms of open play, I'm using the word open play, the creativity was not really there. It was a very cagey tactical game. What made England look better is 2 penalties. And as we know, 0.8 XG, 0.8 XG. But their open play XG was also 0.8. France, mostly open play, 1.2. But that's the point. It was too close to call. This game could have gone either way. And it's just about taking your chance and the experience of players. And Olivier Giroud, who we are speaking about and we are praising so highly, he took his chances. Yeah. The first one, but he took the second chance. That's all you can do. Tchouaméni got a goal out of nothing. That was not a chance in that sense. It's a shot you want Tchouaméni to take. Because as far as you know Tchouaméni is not Paul Pogba or Griezmann.
Where you know
that if he gets that ball at the edge of the box and fires that shot, it's a danger. He's not that player yet. We don't know him as such. So everything I saw from England and France told me that these were 2 well-coached teams who did their homework on each other and did their best to limit each other. The one player who we should criticize for me is Theo Hernandez. Because that push on Mason Mount was insane. It was insanity at the highest level. It's
so unnecessary.
So unnecessary.
It wasn't going anywhere.
And
perfect execution,
if they had lost the game,
it would have been on him.
It would have been on him squarely because there was no reason to that. He was just lucky that. And I say this about Harry Kane. This is something I've heard many times, that the day before the game, he practices his penalty and where he's going to play it, and he goes that direction. So if he has to take a second penalty,
he'll go there.
He can't now rethink of how I'm going to take the penalty because he already made up his mind before the penalty. So you see, he's practiced for 1 penalty. He's not practiced for 2. You see. So that's probably what made him miss out and do something. Because That penalty he scored made him the highest penalty scorer in World Cup history.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No player scored more penalties than Harry Kane in World Cup
He scored,
history.
what, 5 in the last one? Was it 5 penalties?
I think about 3 and 2 in this, I believe. Something like that. So he scored 5 World Cup penalties in total, more than any other player. So it's not like he's a bad penalty taker. Let's not.
He knows how to do it.
Yeah, he knows how to do it. And it's interesting that he and Neymar had the same experience. You equal your country's exactly. You equal your country's national record, and you both go home. So bittersweet moment for Harry Kane, I'm sure. He will take the blame. He issued an apology, did all of that, the normal PR stuff, but he's gutted.
The penalty miss, whether you hide or you take
I personally don't see the need for an apology because it's part of the game. It happens. If anyone would have to apologize after, it would have been Theo Hernandez for doing something so unnecessary, but he's escaped.
He's escaped.
And Upamecano, he should thank his God.
Daniel, just quick, you spoke about Southgate. Has he bought himself an extra 2 years?
Southgate is the best England coach in the last 20 years. If we are looking at results, it is true. It's true.
He's the best England coach since Alf Ramsey, if we are being honest. And Alf Ramsey won the World Cup.
Yeah. Since 66, have they ever made a semi-final at the World Cup?
Yes, 1990.
1990, yes, they made that was when they beat Cameroon.
Yeah. And lost to West Germany.
Dangerous circumstances. I watched that.
But that's the point. He's done something that only one other
done
manager
a Euro
has done.
final.
The Euro final. Have England never been to a Euro final?
Never.
No, sir.
Okay, we'll see. Guys,